Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power on this thrilling Thursday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life is good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Phil Mickelson needs true power, man. This guy is a mess. Oh, madam. He is a mess. Anyway, look, I'm not a big fan of Phil. I'm not. I think he is two-faced. I think he is mean, nasty, condescending. I think he thinks that he's smarter than everybody. I'm not a big fan of his. Don't beat around the bush, Ralph. Tell us how you really feel. He's never been in shape in his life, and we'll get to that later on. He's just an absolute professional athlete. As successful as he is, he's just a physical mess. And he needs true power. Anyway, let's get the elephant out of the room with the LIV tour sponsored by the Saudi Arabian government. How does he work his way out of this? He just really thinks he's smarter than everybody, and we're just the morons. And whatever we say, oh, okay, Phil, okay. Anyway, here's the deal. For those that don't know, we have the PGA Tour that is wildly successful, that made Phil multi-millionaire. Forbes has him at about $400 million. He has his own plane. He has his own helicopter. I mean, this guy needs more money like he needs a kick in the ass. I mean, it's a joke. Okay? Now, that wasn't good enough for him. There is a new golf league sponsored directly to the Saudi government, okay? And they are offering all these guys insane amounts of money to just sign into the league, and once they actually play a golf tournament, the first prize is $20 million. The second prize is about $7. I mean, just insane. The highest winning check you're going to get in the PGA Tour is the Masters. It's about 2 plus 3 million, something like that. Not chump change. I mean, that's ridiculous for 4 days of playing golf. But compared to the 20 million, I get it. It dwarfs. I get it. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't think twice when it came to it. But the problem is this, guys. First of all, he is absolutely 100% trying to harm the PGA Tour that made him who he is. Now, I am not here to stick up for the PGA Tour. I don't doubt for a minute there's some nonsense going on that is intolerable. I don't doubt for a minute. Okay, but they made him who he is, and this is absolutely 1,000% trying to destroy the PGA Tour. Okay? Second of all, guys, the civil rights atrocities that this government has on people is just deplorable. How can you go to work for people like this? They kill, was Khashoggi, the journalist? Gays, LGBT, forget that. Kill them. Women, they have to wear their burqa, is that what you call it? And I'm just wondering what his wife and daughters think about his new employer. Okay? Now, I had this discussion with my brother the other day. And he says, well, it's not as cut and dry as that. He says, if you buy, let's say, a Ford car, very good chance that, parts from the car are going to be made in Cuba, possibly made in China, things like that. You're not going to buy the car? I said, that's not the same thing at all. Not even close. Guys, we are hard-pressed to take a breath around here in this country without the air coming from some other country. A shirt. I mean, they're all made throughout the world. It's a global market, a global economy. That's what we have. And that, there's some gray areas. I get it. This is not a gray area. Okay? Professional golfers are independent contractors. They are mercenaries. When they show up at any golf tournament, they are not guaranteed a cent. It's an independent contractor. Okay? And if you don't make the cut, you don't make any money. If you don't qualify for the event, you don't make any money. Now, they have endorsements, and I guess Phil, Dustin Johnson, and all these other guys that signed up lost them all. So I hope you're making your money. And we just found out today that the PGA Tour is suspending anybody that's playing in that opposite league. Good for them. Good for them. Okay, now, back to Phil and Dustin Johnson and Kevin Na, and Roy Boy Bryson DeChambeau. I mean, skanks. Skanks. Independent contractor. Okay? A plumber is an independent contractor. Unless people call him to get work, he doesn't get paid. When he goes to fix your toilet, you can pay him, you know. He's not guaranteed money. The same thing. And the plumber enters into agreement with you, who needs the toilet fixed, on a price and all this sort of stuff. This is what they are doing with the Saudi government. They literally signed a contract, put their name on a dotted line to go into business with the Saudi government. And that is deplorable. That is absolutely deplorable. Phil, quick question for you. What do your wife and daughters think about that? We talked about that. Any thoughts on that? Let me ask you this, Phil. Would you go play golf for Vladimir Putin at the Siberia Open? How about Hitler? Would you go play golf for Hitler? Jack Nicklaus turned down $100 million to be that tour's commissioner. Tiger Woods turned down, I think, $500 million to go play that tour. They have ethics. You don't. This is the skankiest thing I've heard in a long time. Now, once again, there's a gray area. LeBron James has come under a lot of criticism for working for Nike, who has sweatshops over in China. Okay? LeBron James, what Phil and all these clowns are doing is the exact same thing as if LeBron James were to sign an agreement with the Chinese government to wear their shoes. You see how there's a filter there and it gets a little gray area? I believe this shirt is Nike. Okay? I don't wear Nike sneakers anymore. I don't run that much anymore, but I used to love their running shoes. I don't wear them anymore because of that. But again, that doesn't make me holier than thou. But this is a completely different thing. An independent contractor is a completely different thing. Okay? Now, there's a new book coming out by Alan Shipnuck. Okay? He's a golf writer and whatnot. And just kills Phil. I guess he has huge addictions. Okay? Absolutely 1,000%. He has a runaway gambling addiction to the point where he owes convicted in the past. I don't know what his debt is now. In the past, he has owed absolutely documented, I'm not making this up, convicted felons millions of dollars. And he still gambles to this day. Shipnuck calls him a narcissist to the nth degree, that he has trouble being in a room if he's not the smartest guy. Okay, this is gossip. Okay, let's get to it. He is absolutely 1,000% an alcoholic. There's no question about it. I know he takes drugs. He takes CBD for sure, which is a drug, class 4, whatever, painkiller. Anyway, how does that tie into you, Ralph? He needs a cleanse so bad. His mind is so twisted, and his body is so filthy with filth, mucoid plaques, toxin. He needs a cleanse so bad. In 30 days, he would be a different person. In 60 days, 90 days, number one, He stayed on this cleanse and then morphed into a decent diet. Never been in shape a day in his life. He's just obese. Not morbidly obese, but he's obese every single day of his life. Then I put him on kettlebell. Absolutely, 20, 30 minutes a day, he probably wouldn't do it. He has no self-control. And the cleanse, he'd last a day. No self-control at all. But anyway, that's that. As you can see, I don't love him. But this, and he had the audacity at the press conference. Audacity. To come out and say, I don't condone human rights violations. Like hell you don't. The person you're working for, voluntarily, that you don't need the money to work for, you are voluntarily working for somebody that is a murderous, heinous regime. This is literally working for Putin or working for Hitler or Stalin or anyone you want. That's what it is, Phil, and live with that. Deplorable. Love you all. Let's get on something more uplifting tomorrow. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.